So then this question has come in from my email, and one of you guys have sent this one in. So they say, I got a Tesla Model 3 with your videos help. Great. I'm so glad you got a Tesla Model 3 with my videos. I know this will sound crazy, but I am now considering selling my Tesla Model 3 because I love it. I get that. When I first considered a Tesla, I felt like it was a big gamble on several levels for me, but now I am sold. So much that I am now considering selling my Tesla Model 3. The plot twist is that it would be for a Tesla Model Y. Also have thought about that. Reasons would be for the extra space and four-wheel drive. He has a Model 3 SP. There are a number of additional factors that are making me consider this. For starters, it seems like my car's value has increased despite that I have used it for the last 6 months and put 12,000 miles on it. Wow. But yeah, I mean, they're all increased right now. It's great. Also, with the tax credit on the horizon, I can enjoy a nice discount that wasn't available when I purchased. Agreed. My question is, will my Tesla Model 3 drop in value when I can do my transaction in 6 months when my Model Y is available? I tend not to think it won't or not much, as I think although people can get a discount getting new, but the demand will also be high, it will be a long wait, leading people to consider getting one sooner, even if a little used. I have a feeling that you have thought about this as well and would be interested in your thoughts. They said, as an aside, what kind of car are you driving now, and are there any plans for another EV in your future, and if so, which one? They've also considered the VW ID4 and Mustang Mach-E, but this person thought they felt half-baked. I did answer the EV question in our last question when we talked about did we regret buying a Tesla.
Right.
So I don't think we need to answer that one, but what do you think about him going to the Model Y? Do you think, and whether or not his value will drop on his Model 3 in the meantime?
Yeah, I don't think that the values are going to go down at all. Like, I think at this point it takes about a year still to get a Tesla. Like next August to like December, right, for the Model 3 and Model Y maybe? Or he said 6 months, right?
Yeah, I don't...
Today, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's a year.
But it's still 6 months. I don't really see that changing too much over the next 6 months. Like, I was just reading today that Ford, you know, they have like 200,000 pre-orders for the F-150 Lightning, and it's going to take them 3 years to make all those cars just for the orders they have now. And they, you know, Ford obviously wanted to, you know, double their production, but they just can't make the batteries fast enough.
Right.
So I think that that's not going to change in 6 months. You know, we see in a bunch of different industries, you know, the supply chain is so tight, right? So yeah, I think that this person's fine. I think you're good to go and try to get that tax credit. And once the tax credits come out, though, but you got to have your order in now.
Yeah, you know? I'm going to put the order in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to only lose, what is it now, $250?
Yeah, right, $250.
$250.
I think it's refundable, though, too.
I think they stopped that.
Oh, it's not?
I think, yeah, if you cancel, they keep it.
Yeah. But,
yeah, it's just a hard question to answer because this climate is so unusual to have cars not readily available. So it's tough because we just don't know what it's going to look like in a few months. But from what we've been hearing and reading, it seems like the market's not going to change too much until Q3 or Q4 of next year. Doesn't seem like it's going to catch up. So from those articles, it seems like the value will hold.
Definitely, or go up depending.
I remember even a few months ago, we talked about putting in a deposit for $250 because we just wanted to hold the Tesla Model Y just to see what would happen by the time it was ready, where we would be at. So I think that's a really great, if you have $250 to spare, I would do that and hold on to your Tesla. And then if it ends up not being a good time, just don't receive the Model Y.
Yeah, right. You can always put it off for 90 days. Right.
I think it's 3 months.
Yeah, 90 days?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
yeah, 90 days.
Yeah, and you still have to wait and see because the tax credits aren't guaranteed at this point still.
Yeah, we still have no idea what that's going to look like.
They might get trimmed down even, so it might not be that great. So,
we'll have to see too what Tesla does with its pricing and making sure that it's still eligible. Also for the tax credit, as of right now, it does seem eligible, but who knows with how much change could happen in the next month.
And I guess the Model Y is considered an SUV, so it should be eligible no matter what.
Yeah.
Right, because it's $80,000 for an SUV.
Yeah, true.
So
there's even a little bit more buffer there.
Even the like the sport version of the Model Y,
should
be fine. I'm sure, but I'm sure they'll raise prices. I mean, they're a business, right? So, of course, they're going to raise them a little bit.
Yeah, I would put in that $250 deposit if you have the extra money. I mean, why not? We were going to do that.
Yeah.
And if we lost it, then we lost it. But if we were going to use it, we never actually did it though. We just couldn't bring ourselves to do it. We were so close to doing it. So I would do that. I mean, if you're not in a position to sell your Model 3 immediately and you have to wait for the Model Y, just put in your $250 and as your deposit, and then see where you're at by the time it's ready. You can always,
I mean, the price can go up because, I mean, even a month or two before we sold our Tesla, the trade-in value was $52,000, and then we waited the month or two. I forget how long it was, but then it was $54,000.
Yeah.
Right? Or 56,000.
56.
Yeah, it went from 52,000
to
56,000. So it jumped that $4,000 because we were fine just trading it in for 52,000. That's exactly.
We thought that was great because it was used. I mean, who's getting more money for a used car?
Yeah, right. And that was after all the taxes and delivery.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. It wasn't just like the cost of the car.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, really, we got like $8,000 over the value of the car. Right.
Yeah. So I mean. Yeah, I would do that. I think the market is just in such a strange position right now. So if you have an inkling of, hey, I want the Model Y, then now's the time to do it. So
definitely. I agree.
I would just say go for it and see what happens by the time it's ready. And hopefully you'll get the tax credit. That would be a win-win situation then. You get more money for your current one and you could possibly get a tax credit. So
it's perfect.
Yeah.
So just to answer your question about other cars, like we're definitely like open to another car, but we don't need one right this second. I haven't test driven an ID4 or the Ford Mach-E. I think it's the same thing though, where they're just going to take forever to get. So and like a Rivian, we really like Rivian too.
I just don't like their charging situation right now. I think that's my biggest deal breaker with anything but Tesla. Until Tesla, technically they've opened up, I guess, or opening up. They're going to open up their chargers, but they haven't. I mean, the other cars still can't use it, so the charging situation is just not as great.
Yeah, we're just not people who can just use at-home charging. Like our family's far away. I work really far for work. Like we just drive places. Like sometimes we drive to the beach. Like like far places, not like in town. It would be fine, drive around to the grocery store. But like we just tend to go far places in the car often.
Well, and if it's your only car, too, you don't want to be constrained to, like, only going near these chargers, which they're so slow, and they do have the DC chargers now, but there's not a ton.
And in Raleigh, there's no fast chargers for the
last time we looked, there wasn't
Last time we
looked, there wasn't one.
There's only 2 Tesla chargers, so... I mean, the whole city, right? So
yeah, I just don't think it's there yet. The network's not there.
Depending on where you live, LA, you can. California, really, you can.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
But then you have like bogged down chargers for Tesla.
But then if you're in LA and you want to go somewhere else that's a little outside of the city, I mean, you could be a little bit SOL. So
well, California, I think has a lot in general, but compared to.
I don't think the charging network's there, to be honest.
I think it's going to take 5 or 10 years to like really see a decent charging network. Like, yes, you can get across the country, but is it convenient? Like, as convenient as going to a gas station?
Yeah.
I mean, even 10% of that? No. No way. I mean, it's not even like close at this point. So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah. I can't see us buying any other brand but Tesla right now for that reason alone. Yeah. And a lot of the ranges are just not there too.
Like I totally love that Tesla is 100% electric, but part of me really wishes they would just make like a plug-in hybrid car that got like crazy amount of gas mileage, and you could put like 5 gallons in it or something, right? Like
that's just because you want it to be extended.
Yeah, I know. It's just
or just that. I don't want that. I want them to just increase the range. Like I think all of us do.
Right. But obviously that's going to take so long to get to that. I mean, just making these batteries the size they are.
Yeah. I'm not personally someone who is interested in anything but a Tesla at this time.
Yeah.
I think that some of those cars are really beautiful, and I think some of the design inside is even better than the Tesla.
Especially Rivian and Lucid.
Yeah, I mean those are insane.
I'd love to see those, but again, the charging.
Yeah, exactly. But then if you can't charge it like you can charge a Tesla, like what's the point? What's the point of that? So that's, I think we both basically see eye to eye on that one. So if we were to ever get another EV, it would definitely be a Tesla at this time.
Right.
So that concludes all of the questions that we're going to answer for today. So like I said at the beginning, if you guys are interested in us answering one of your questions on the show, make sure to email it to askcarterquestions@gmail.com. Also, make sure to check out our podcast. If you guys are watching us right now on YouTube, we will be under the Important Shit podcast on Spotify. So you'll be able to find us there. We will be posting one full-length video every single week, and then be posting on YouTube the clips from each video every single day. So we look forward to hearing what you guys have as your discussion points too, and what you guys think about our conversations today. So feel free to put your thoughts down in the comments below, as we really love reading your feedback and want to keep talking about these topics. So we hope you guys enjoyed this new format. I hope you enjoyed seeing Tom for the very first time. But we will see you guys in our next podcast.